Hi everyone, Bandanner here. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're taking another look at Xenonauts 2. You may remember I looked at this when it first came out into early access in July last year. Many months have passed and we've had a few updates since then, but we finally got another big milestone update that I feel is worth bringing to everyone's attention. And the other nice thing is, as they've just released this milestone, they've also knocked 30% off the price of the game. So before we dive into this new very big milestone, Milestone 3, just a recap. Milestone 2 came in November last year, and that added a few changes, some new cleaner or early missions so that it didn't just end very abruptly, panic and funding rebalances. They added a new type of UFO for very early on, they reworked the air combat system a bit, and they also changed armor variants so that you could have heavy armor and light armor and not just fill out your entire inventory with armor plates. However, the reality is that feels almost like a small update compared to Milestone 3, which has added new cruiser UFOs, alien fusion weapons, and therefore Xenonaut fusion weapons. They've added a brand new interceptor, the Gemini. They've also added another new dropship, the Pegasus, and the Ares, a new version of the Mars that's obviously going to be a bit more potent on the battlefield. Sadly, I can't show you that in game, as unfortunately I've not got to a stage where I can use it yet or research it, but it is in there ready to go. And if you may remember from my last playthrough, I thought the Mars was amazing, so any upgrade on that is going to be even more amazing. What all of this new content basically means is that the campaign time is now extended. So it's gone from like 180 days up to 260 days. So there's more content there heading towards the end of the campaign, but not there yet. That will apparently be coming with Milestone 5, and there'll be another 2 types of UFOs to be added before then. I assume Milestone 4 is also going to include some new bits and pieces. The other important things they've mentioned, and I feel also should be mentioned, are that Unity has been upgraded to Unity 2022, which allows for borderless full screen, better load times, and they're hoping the load times will get even better in Milestone 4 when they've done some more updates. They've made some improvements to various AI. The bleeding and wound healing of aliens has been added to make it more balanced with the fact that humans can bleed. They've also added various usability improvements, and one of them that I really like is that they've added a sell junk button. So all the items that sit in the inventory of the base that you will never use for anything, you can now hit sell junk and it will sell them, and you don't have to worry that you're selling something you might later use in research or building. Also, again, following community feedback, they've made a load of updates to all the different mission types, which I think sound really good. For example, the abduction missions, which kind of just ended very, very quickly, have now been extended so that they'll last until you've killed all the enemies as well. And they've also made it that it changes panic, so you get either an increase in panic or a decrease in panic depending on what happens during the mission. So basically, if you don't get anyone out the tube, then you get a load of panic added. If the civilian stays in the tube and you don't free them, you get a +2. If you free them and they die, you get a +0, so it just stays level. And if you free them and then they manage to escape the mission alive, then you get a -2 on that panic. So you want to try and free everyone and save them. But the list of changes is huge when it comes to balancing and stuff. I recommend you go and read that. I won't go through them all. But it's really nice to see some big updates coming through for this game as it continues through early access. They're kind of sticking to their plan as well, which is nice. Hopefully sooner or later I'll get time to sit down and play through it all again, because I really did enjoy my playthrough of the game. Again, you can check out my review of the original early access if you haven't seen it already. I'll link it down below in the description, but it's nice to see, as I say, big improvements being made to this game. I really enjoyed it back then. I would recommend you checking it out if you're a fan of things like XCOM or tactical turn-based shooters. It is a really fun game. It's very well made. And right now it is 30% off until the 4th of March. So now's probably a good time to pick it up for that reason as well. As I say, just a quick update on this game for the moment while I'm busy with other things, but thank you very much for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.